Today's Business Week article titled Health Insurance Premiums Skyrocket. According to an analysis of government statistics being released Tuesday by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, the average dollar amount employees must pay per year for family health coverage went up by 30% from 2001 to 2005. During that time, incomes increased by just 3%. It's getting harder and harder, of course, to deal with this issue. We're certainly known as a business-friendly state. What can be done, beginning with you, Mr. Smith, to help employers hold down the cost of providing health insurance to their employees?
I believe that, to continue the earlier answer, I believe that one of the first things we need to do is talk about wellness. Now, we've had an example in North Carolina. The city of Asheville adopted about 6 years ago a health plan and changes to their health plan that they went out and identified employees who fell into one of 5 high-cost diagnoses: hypertension, diabetes, depression, etc. And what they did with those employees was they said, we're going to put you into a wellness program. And that means once a month you're going to meet with us, but when you go to the doctor, you won't pay a copay. When you go to pick up your prescription drugs for this diagnosis, you won't pay a copay. Now, obviously, that costs the city of Asheville more money on the front end. But what's happened in the last 5 years is that the city of Asheville's average increase of their health care costs has been 2% versus the rest of the state, which has been over 10%. And what that means is over that period of time, they've saved an incredible amount of money. What we've got to do as a state is take leadership on this issue. And that means going out and having the legislature provide tax credits for small businesses and medium-sized businesses to pay for those wellness programs for their employees. To go to the health insurance industry and say, we need to start integrating these into it, and that means spending a little bit on the front end to get greater returns over the long period of time. Because what the city of Asheville has seen is a significant drop in the amount of money they've had to spend for transplants, a significant drop in the amount of money they've had to spend on those high-cost diagnoses. But the most important thing we ought to do this session is we ought to repeal the smoking discrimination ban that keeps small businesses from encouraging their employees to stop smoking. The legislature could do that this year, and it would encourage more businesses to give an incentive to their employees to go out and adopt smoking cessation programs that they can't do in the state of North Carolina right now today.
Mr. Goodwin, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. To help employers hold down the cost on the issue that you raised, we need to promote further and greater pools, such as the high-risk insurance pool. That was a pilot program. We want to help build on that so that more folks, whether businesses as well as individuals, can participate in larger pools and have lower costs. I also agree that we need to promote prevention and wellness even more. The Prevention Partners Program is doing an excellent job in this state. And from the industry side, Blue Cross Blue Shield, I believe, has done an excellent job in promoting prevention and wellness. And I encourage you to go to their website to learn more about that. On the state health plan has also begun working on prevention and wellness. Since we have so many state employees, the state should lead the way by showing an example and promoting as much as possible prevention and wellness there. We talk about leadership. We need to have an insurance commissioner who will lead the Department of Insurance in the direction that will help address helping employers hold down costs. Unlike anybody in this race, I am not affiliated with the health insurance industry or with underwriters. I think that I've had so many people ask me that they're concerned that anyone who is already working with the health insurance industry or underwriters, that it may affect the ability to pass legislation that will lead to the lowest cost for health insurance. I'd like to hear more from that from Mr. Smith. He's president-elect of the Health Insurance Underwriters Association of North Carolina. I'm Wayne Goodwin.
Okay, 1 minute.
Appreciate that. I'll come to his other question in a minute because I wasn't aware we were asking each other questions. But I do think Wayne's just reflected a lack of leadership because he's talking about the high-risk pool and employers. And, in fact, the high-risk pool only serves individuals in the state of North Carolina. It doesn't at all affect how businesses or any size businesses would pool together and buy health insurance. The lack of knowledge on how these things happen is exactly part of the problem. We need to have an insurance commissioner who's going to start day one and actually understand how this job is done and not have the answers whispered in their ear. As to my affiliation with the health underwriters, the health underwriters in North Carolina is an association of health insurance agents and individuals who market themselves as those agents and their clients around the state. And I have no shame of my association with them. They've done good work. They were the ones who provided leadership on the idea of a high-risk pool for the last 15 years, and they're the ones who have consistently worked, lobbied, and helped get it passed this last session, not with leadership from anywhere else, but from a consistent long-term interest in getting something done. I have no shame about my affiliations.
Okay, but I have to give him 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds.
Just to make sure this is clear, I said that the high-risk insurance pool is an example of what we can do. Not saying it's just about employers. I'm talking about a pool is a way to help keep costs down. I just want to make sure that Mr. Smith heard me correctly.
Any comment?